Hi there, and welcome back to part two of the envelope of hashtag Terrific Thursday Craft. I am so sorry my phone cut off. I got a phone call, but now I remember someone told me to put it on airplane mode. So I have it on airplane mode. So let's continue on. So my apologies. At least it gave you the opportunity to find some paper to do what was trying to show you. So I'm going to go back to this because this is where I ended up putting this in here. That it was a little tricky, but I did it. I'm going to move this. I have another one that I want to show you how I'm going to make it. Okay, let's do this right here. And here's my beautiful glittery paper. Now, I put this underneath here. I have this. This is a smaller little one, but we're going to play with it. And now, let's see, that's pretty much even. This side is pretty much straighter. So what I'm going to do, same thing. I am just going to slide it in. And what I did, I usually just get my paper. See, I don't measure. You can tell that's cricket there, but it's okay because it's going to go underneath here. And I just cut it a little smaller so it can go underneath here. And I could probably even cut it smaller than that because I have this here. These are open, okay? Because all I want to do is slide this in. So I could do two things. I could slide it all the way in, and just glue it right there. Okay, so if I glue it right there, I still have my pocket here. Perfect. Or if you think, I think I want it on this part here. So now it's like a little hinge. And I say it's a little hinge because when you fold your envelope, you're going to have this coming out here. So let's do it that way. Only because I want to see, and if you don't like that, it's okay. You still have this open here. This here, let me show you. This here, see, it's already glued. So if you wanted to make it into a pocket, you can always cut there. So I hope everyone's doing well. I'm so sorry I had that phone call, but oh my gosh, but I'm so glad everything was okay. One of my daughters called. She actually called me, and I even thought, why is she calling? Two things. I'm going to try this glue. I like this glue, but I don't. I know it sounds silly that I say that. I like it, but I don't. So I'm going to go like this. It's really, really super sticky. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. If you have another idea, let me know. Let's see. This one looks straighter. No, this one looks straighter. Let's see this way. We'll do it this way, even if it's a little crooked. So, no, this way. So now, I got to glue this part here. I'm going to glue this part here, and I'm going to glue this part here. And you're probably thinking, why don't I just glue everything? Well, you could. It's just that it gets so sticky to get it through. So let's try this. Again, I'm going to lift up my envelope. So I'm going to lift it up here. If you have a better idea, please let me know. This is what this is all about. I'm going to put that there. So see, I slid it down. And then I'm going to slide it down. Slide it down. And I'm just going to leave this kind of peeking through here. And there we go. Ta-da! So, yes, it's over on this side of the envelope. I might have to put a little bit extra glue here, which we could do it just by lifting very carefully. There we go. Cover this real quick. And I have my bone folder right here. Sorry about that. And there. Okay. So now we have this side here. I'm doing this because this, I'm gonna have to put more glue over here. It's kind of an odd glue, but remember I didn't put that much. I just didn't want it to stick. Okay. So now this here gets folded. And I'm just going to use the bone folder like this. Flip it over, use the bone folder. Yes, I know, see, it's not even, but it's okay. You can always cut this and leave this as an opening. And you can always shut this part down. But I'm not going to do that. I'm okay with all this. So there's that. Eventually, all this will be covered. So we have that one. Now, I also have this one. And is it this one or the other one? Let me see. Oops. Sorry about that. Here's this bigger white one. I want to show you something a little different. So what I decided, here we have this. Yes, we still need to cover this, but I'm not going to cover it right now because my thought is I might just put a nice digital over this and open this little part here. Okay, that'll be for another day, or I'll just show you later on. But this was what I wanted to do. See my envelopes? See this envelope? I have this, and I really, really do like it. Okay, so my thought is that I'm going to slide this in here. And let me tell you, this is no measuring, no nothing. This is what I'm going to do, just like this. Okay, it's just a piece of cardstock. So that might be in a little bit too much. See, because I just want to be able to put that in here. Fold this like this. Okay, this might be just a little crooked. Let's fix it just a little bit. And like I said, I didn't measure. I just went ahead and folded this paper. Okay. So now I also have this here. And I'm going to have this here. And then you can open it like this. And you can do it this way. Okay, so if you wanted to do it this way, then you have it this way, this way, this way. Of course, this is white. This is all white. But you can always decorate it. But for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I showed you that I put it through here. Okay, all I did was slide it. And maybe this is just a little right there. There we go. I am going to use my glue because I could leave this open if I slid it in the way I did, and I could use this glue stick, but I don't think I am. I think I want to try it this way. So now I have this, right? It's in here. This is it right here. And it came out because, of course, it doesn't go. Look at this. This is what I'm trying to show you. It just barely goes in there. So maybe I do need the glue stick. Okay. I was going to use this glue, but let's try the glue stick. I have not done this. This is my first time even playing with this. So let's give this a try. I'm going to go like this and this. And then a little bit here. Okay. And we are going to try to slide it in there. I don't think I need any more in here. So let me show you. Here's my crease. I'm just going to lift again. Okay, and nope, don't get stuck there. And there we go. Try this again. I'm going to try to lift this as much as I can. Lift this side a little bit more. There we go. And let's slide it through. See, that's the only thing about this glue stick. It's like very, very sticky. Let me see if that worked. And that worked. And maybe that worked. And now this side, we didn't go all the way through. We didn't stick this all the way. So let me see if I can lift. Okay, I will lift it. I will put just a little bit more glue, even though it's very sticky. And I lifted it up. I'm going to try to slide it in just a little bit more. And this might work right here. And yes, I know I have this bump here. It's okay. You can always cover that. So now I just want to make sure that I can fold this. And this is going to get folded. And that's it. There you go. See? I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just let me know. Yes, I creased that a little bit, but it's okay. And then you could do this to take that little crease off. So there. So that's that. I still have this pocket here. I like this. I like the way this comes out. I like the way this could be folded this way. And we could always do this a little bit. Crease it right about there. And then this can be like this, or this could be like this. Okay? And one more. I have this here, but for this here, I did the same thing. I thought we could do this like this, and we still could. So let me tell you, this tore here. We're going to cut this here. We're going to cut this a little bit longer. So I hope this makes sense to everyone. Find a digital, find a scrapbook type paper that you want to use. This here, see, this here, I did not glue. I did not glue this part, but I did glue this part. So what we want to do is actually do something like this. So I like that and that. Okay. See, I don't measure. I just kind of wing it. So now, that's that. I hope this makes sense to all of you. And the same here. But this, I'm not going to be able to go underneath this. Or will I? Let me see. Oh, I could. I could. Okay. So now, this is fine here. Yeah, it's a little bit taller, but we can cut that. Let me move this just a little bit. Okay, and then this, we don't want that much. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it. Maybe right about here. Remember, cut a little bit at a time, because you can always, when you trim, you're able to, if you cut it too short, then of course you're going to miss the whole thing. By the whole thing, I mean is this here. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit. So now I got this here. See that? I like that. Let's glue it. So now I'm going to lift this here. I'm going to lift that there. And I'm going to use this glue stick. Even though it kind of drives me a little crazy. Okay, there we go. That's going to go. So I'm going to do this, 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 Move this here. Move that there. And here we go. It's just going, we're going to cover these. We're not going to go underneath these like the other one. So I can always lift this a little bit. And we can slide this. What do I want? Do I want more of the feather? No, this is fine right here. I'm going to go like that. Okay. So now that's like that. So here's your opening. And the same with this. See? And then there's the opening. So now we can put more glue here. I hope this all makes sense to everyone. And remember, use what you want, a digital scrapbooking paper. Now I'm going to go lift and do that. See this? This is what you have left over. And we're just going to cut it as close as we can to the envelope without cutting the envelope. There. There. So that's what we are doing this week. So find yourself a digital, a scrapbook. It could even be a piece of ledger that you might have. You know, use your scraps to cover up your envelope. So now I'm going to glue this down really carefully. So that is what we are doing this week. Okay, so everyone, thank you, thank you. I hope this video kind of made sense. If not, let me know. I actually am going to really like this here. I like this. We just added an extra page to this envelope. There you go, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Smile. Remember, we all need a smile. And go check out all the other girls. Go check what they're doing. They are so talented and so creative. And remember to use the hashtag Terrific Thursday Crafts and tag me. Bye now.